friends, Trish here. I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. Amy and Charday, you inspired me. I'm gonna share a recipe today on how to make plain donuts from scratch. So let's get started. So first you're gonna need to kind of prepare all of your ingredients. So you're gonna need sugar, salt, baking powder, flour, an egg, just one egg, some oil, vegetable oil, or I'm using canola oil, some milk. You can use non-dairy milk if you want. You're going to need a clean surface to roll the dough out onto, a rolling pin. I don't have one, so I am going to make this, whatever this is, makeshift rolling pin. A cup to cut the donut shapes out, and then another smaller cup so that you can cut the little centers out of the donuts. Your mixing bowl, a whisk, and some tongs for when you fry the donuts. The oil is already on the stove, warming up. So let's mix all of our ingredients together. I have a cameraman, so he's gonna help me film. So first we're gonna add... All right, friends, we have a cameraman. He's having some technical difficulties, but we'll work it out. So first you're gonna add 3 1/4 cup of flour to the mixing bowl. Oh, I messed up the recipe. Stop. All right, this is the third take. We are going to start with our egg. And Trish knows how to crack an egg. And there's shells all in my bowl. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Did you stop? All right, this is the 4th take. We're gonna get it right this time. We're gonna add 1 egg, pre-cracked. We're gonna add, I think this is 8 tablespoons or 8 teaspoons of vegetable oil. We're gonna add 11 tablespoons of milk. Yes, I measured out 11. This recipe was in European measurements. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar. We're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we are going to mix. Okay. Once you have that mixed up really good, make sure you have no eggshells in there. Didn't see that. Okay. Use your measuring cup to hold the little mixer. Now you're going to add your baking powder. This is, what was this? I can't remember what this is. I'll put the recipe measurements in the comment section. So we add the baking powder, and we're going to add 1/2 of the flour. That's about half. We're going to mix that all up really good. It's gonna look like a cake batter or like pancake mix almost. This is not working the way I thought it was going to. I feel like I might have mismeasured my ingredients. Okay, you can stop now. All right, so you're gonna mix up that first set of ingredients and it'll look wet like this. And then you're gonna add the second set of ingredients, which is just the rest of the flour. So add that all together, mix it up really good, and now it's gonna start to turn into a dough. Now I'm going to use my hands to mix up the rest of this. I promise I washed my hands. They are clean. Okay, you can stop it. All right, so now that we've got our dough all mixed, we're gonna knead it a little bit because it's really firm. And we wanna make sure that when we roll it out, it's not that hard. So since my little cutting board here surface is not that big, I'm gonna break this in half. And actually, I'm gonna, there. Okay, so we're gonna start with this little piece here. Work those muscles. Okay, so now we're gonna take this makeshift rolling pin, with a little bit of flour on our hands, just cover it so it doesn't get sticky, and we're gonna roll this out. It's okay if they're a little flat. When they fry, they're going to puff up. This is hard work, y'all. Okay, so now we're going to start with this little cup, and we're going to make some donut cutouts here. That's good. There. Okay. So you're going to take that off, put that to the side so you can make more donuts, and then take this smaller cup and cut out the center. And that's a really big cutout. That's actually bigger than I want it to be. Let me see if I have a smaller. Nope. Okay, so this hole that I cut out is way bigger than I want it to be, so I got a smaller little water bottle cap. We're going to use that instead. And then you can actually just push it and push the cap right through. That. There, that looks way better. You gotta clean that out. Now, I mean, the donut holes are not as big with this little tiny cap, but I mean, you're still getting the same amount of donut. Okay, now you've got those. Oops, it's hard to get out. All right, so now we've got our donuts. Now that the oil is nice and hot, we are going to start to fry them. So you're just gonna put them in, be really careful. You'll know the oil's ready because it starts frying right away. You don't want to put it in too early because then it'll just soak up all of the oil. When they start to float, you can start to turn them over. Like this one's starting to float. So as soon as it gets all the way up to the top, we're going to go ahead and turn that bad boy over. They shouldn't be stuck to the bottom or stuck to each other. They should be free floating. See, now they're all starting to float. So you want to turn that over. And now you just want to cook them until they turn a nice golden brown color, which will happen fairly quickly. So when you're starting to fry, you should not be going anywhere else. Just stay by the stove because they will burn very quickly. While that's frying, I'm actually going to grab some paper towel. Since I don't have a drip tray, just put that on that plate so that when I take them out, it can soak up some of the oil. You can just keep turning it. They're starting to change color. Okay, so these are almost ready. As you can see, they've changed color. So we're just gonna let them fry for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna take them out. Okay, so we're gonna take them out and we're gonna put them on this paper towel lined plate so that they can dry up a little bit. We don't want the oil to stay on them. Okay, move this away from the fire. Turn that off. There you go. Now I'm gonna plate them and sprinkle some powdered sugar on top, and then they'll be ready. All right, so now these are the donuts. They're all dry and plated. So we're gonna take just a little bit of powdered sugar, and I like to use a little sifter so that it spreads evenly. I'm gonna switch hands because I'm right-handed. So we're gonna sprinkle a little powdered sugar on the donuts. Ooh, delicious. What is this? All right, and that's it. We're done. And that is how you make homemade donuts and sprinkle powdered sugar all over the floor. All right, Devontae's going to try the donut. This is not my own personal recipe. It was a recipe on YouTube in case it's not good. I don't know. I don't know if that's a face that means it's good. I don't know if I should stop recording. The dog has walked away.
You good?
So this is a taste test. You actually have to speak. Is it good?
It's a little lacking in flavor.
Wow. Well, there you have it. Don't make this recipe. Until next time. Friends, these are not that bad.
Huh?
My child just likes a lot of sugar. They actually taste pretty good. Not a traditional donut, but not bad. I'd try the recipe. Till next time.